Hey guys, it is Breyer here and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So today we are adding another mini collection tour to this little kind of series that I've been doing, where basically I've just been taking select parts of my collection and giving you guys a little tour that way. Obviously, I have tons of full collection tours on my channel, but it's been nice to be able to focus on a certain group of models and be able to talk a little bit more about them rather than just kind of speed running through them in a full collection tour. So I know I've already done decorators in this, and I feel like I've done at least one or two other groups. Now, obviously, it's a little bit harder because a large majority of my collection is back at my parents' house, so it's kind of hard to be able to show the entire group here unless I can plan ahead and film half of it at my apartment and half of it back at my parents' house, which I actually did for the Christmas horses video. But I did realize that one group of horses that I actually have all of with me is my web specials. So just want to clarify right away, when I'm referring to web specials, I am referring to the Breyer Horse Collector Club web special models that you have to enter in to have the chance to purchase. Not saying that I won all of these from that, because not even half of them I did actually win and purchase directly from Breyer. Most of these are bought secondhand, but I am in the collectors club. I have been for I think since around when I started collecting. I think maybe there was a year or two where I wasn't in it. So yeah, we are going to be starting with the first one I ever got and work our way up to my most recent web special. And I also just wanted to add this story post that Collecting with Sam posted probably a month or two ago at this point, but I thought that she described it so great, because I had a few people kind of upset about one web special, that my most recent web special, when I posted a video unboxing him, that I didn't clarify that you had to enter for him until they actually watched the video, and not in the title, because I just said web special. But that is what he is. Then that is how Breyer clarifies it. I didn't know what else they wanted me to put. But anywho, let's get into the first horse. Starting with honestly one of the most sentimental and important horses in my collection. This is Pimon, and she is the 2016 web special from the Berry Ponies collection, and she is this adorable red roan pinto on the Newsworthy mold in my favorite mane variation, the nice flowy mane. So this girl I got back in 2016. I entered for her, and unfortunately I did not get selected, and I was so upset because there was not a model at the time that I wanted as badly as I wanted this girl. But I was so lucky that such a sweet model horse collector, and I cannot remember her name because it was almost how many years ago? It was back in 2016, but she actually sold me her persimmon at cost. And considering how much that this model was selling for secondhand, and still to this day sells secondhand, I am just always so grateful. This was the first model that I spent over $100 on, and I was still in high school at the time. I was probably a freshman, I think. I think that either a freshman or a sophomore. And my parents were like, are you really gonna spend that much on a plastic horse? But I convinced them, and I am seriously just, she is amazing. There are 350 made of this girl. I just love her. She is perfect and so freaking cute. Okay, so I just realized that the rest of these horses that I'm gonna show are models that I've gotten in the past year, which is kind of crazy, but also makes sense. I was in college for the past 4 years, so I really wasn't spending much on models. And when I'm not able to get something firsthand, they do have a value to them. Nowadays you're able to find them at better deals, but that's mostly just because they're getting produced at higher quantities. But I have been able to get a lot of my favorite web specials secondhand at this point, which I mean isn't many. There's only a handful of horses that I'm showing in this video. But anyway, let's just continue on with Miss Milky Way, who I got at Breyer Fest this past year. Milky Way is from 2015, and she was a part of the Celestial series. So I guess if you haven't been able to catch on at this point, or if you don't know much about web specials, They're all usually a part of some sort of series where all the horses kind of have matching themes. None of the horses I have are like in the same series, but there are people that will try and get every single horse from a series. And I feel like series, like collections, usually last like 2 to 5 years, I kind of want to say. But I don't know, I could be wrong. This girl, I remember, and I started collecting in 2014, like late 2014. So I remember seeing this girl in 2015 and really wanting her, because I mean, this horse is so cool, and now I'm just an absolutely huge fan of this mold. But she's stunning. She recently won champion at my last model horse show, so I'm really happy that I was finally able to get this super cool horse. So next up we have Meadow Lark, another one on the Bluegrass Bandit mold. I think I'm only missing like one horse on this mold that was a web special. I think it's just I'm Yours. But she's very limited and rarely comes up for sale, so doubt she will be entering the collection anytime soon. But this is Meadow Lark. She is from 2021, and she's a part of the Birds of a Feather series. Yeah. And there are 375 made. She has the most wild blue eyes and just the most stunning color. She is this really beautiful Palomino, Pinto paint, whatever, and I really love the gloss. Haven't gotten a chance to show this girl yet. I got her like right after my last model horse show, but I'm actually showing in May, so I'm really excited to see how she does. And I actually almost got her at Breyer Fest, but I was kind of deciding between getting her or Milky Way, because obviously both of these are pretty pennies. And I ended up going with Milky Way, and I'm glad it all worked out where I was able to get both in my collection in a relatively short period of time. Okay, next up we have Veil. It was the winter holiday web special decorator from this year, or I guess last year, 2023. So pretty much for, I don't even know, I want to honestly say like the past 10 years at this point, Breyer releases a winter decorator web special, and most of them do come in some sort of filigree. They've switched it up a few years. I should really know more about this, because for Winterfest there was a video that I made where I showed all of the winter web specials. But honestly, this is my favorite one ever, mostly because it is on the Totalist mold. And honestly, blue filigree is really fun. I definitely think that I prefer it over the more common silver filigree. And it's really hard to pick up on camera, but he has like a more purple reflectiveness in him. A nice sparkle. Yeah, I was so happy that I was pulled for him, because I would have had to definitely hunted him down secondhand. I just needed this guy. And then to round off this video, my most recent web special, or ReHavic. I feel like I'm kind of saying it right, but I don't know. Actually, the most recent web special that has been released in the Collectors Club, I think. I honestly might be wrong. But no, I feel like this was like really recent. This guy was the first in the series for the exotic destinations. I am super excited to see where they take this new series, because I feel like they could do a lot of fun things with it. But this guy is on the Icelandic mold. There are 600 made of him. And he's a cute little guy. I am obsessed with his mane. Like, I just love how huge and floofy it is, and his tail. Like, look at how cool and how much detail there is in that. And he's a really cute Grullo color. Another one that I'm very excited to see in the show ring. I've never had an Icelandic to show. There was an unboxing video that I posted for this guy, and I kind of said that I wasn't too sure if he was going to be hanging around. It's honestly really hard for me sometimes to buy a model on a mold that I don't really have and really know if I'm going to like it. But I really loved his color, and I felt like even if I wasn't as obsessed with the mold, the color would make up for it. And honestly, just a really good addition to the show string. So hopefully he does well for me. But that concludes all of the web special Breyer horses in my collection. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like. I would love to hear who your favorite web special is, either from this video or of all time. There are so many nice ones, and who knows, maybe I will find another one to bring home at this Breyer Fest. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe for more model horse content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay fabulous. Bye guys.